Hey guys, this is Aditi Gupta, your analytics mentor, and I love to make a content around data industry, business intelligence, Power BI, interview questions, resume building, and a lot more. So if you like the content and these topics as well, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. And today's video is totally dedicated on the Power BI interview questions. So a lot of questions comes to me and ask that Aditi, what are the topmost questions that interviewer can ask? Okay, or can you please suggest some of the questions so that we can relate some other topics related to it and we can simultaneously prepare for the interviews. So if you are the one have an interest in data analysis, business intelligence, Power BI, then this is a video for you, and let's discuss a most important interview questions that can be asked. Okay, so I have listed 5 interview questions for you all guys, which is a most commonly asked Power BI interview questions with the brief answers. So I have a 5 questions for you all. So guys, understand one thing, you can customize these questions as per you and you can customize the answers as well. This is a brief, questions and brief answers. You are completely, eligible to customize these answers as well as per your needs, okay, as per your, we can say, understanding of the topic as well. So these are just the brief description. Now, when it comes to the first question which can be asked in the Power BI interview question is, how can you optimize the performance of a large Power BI report with complex visuals? Okay, so it's a very important interview question. Like, you can create Power BI reports with 100 number of rows of data as well, with 1000 number of rows of data, and with 1 million rows of data too. Okay, so just imagine you have created a report which is made out of a huge data and you have used a very complex visuals. So now the question is how you can optimize that particular report. Okay, so you can simply say, to optimize the performance of the report, you can use the techniques like summarizing data. Okay, so you can cut short data a bit. If it is having 1 million rows, it is having 1000 number of columns, it does not mean that you are using each and everything in creating your reports and dashboards. Okay, so if you have unnecessary data, you can remove it. And now if the data is less, then the Power BI report will be optimized and it will, we can say, publish faster. Okay, or it will process faster if in the backend we have a less data. Now the first thing to optimize the report is to summarizing data before importing, then reducing the number of visuals. Okay, so what you can do is you can reduce the number of visuals as well. Okay, so when it comes to reducing a number of visual, let's say you are using 10 or 20 or 50 number of visuals in a single report and it is not at all necessary. For an example, if you can combine the report, combine the visuals, then please do it to optimize the same. So you can simply say that I can summarize the data before importing. I can just, remove some of the visuals which are not at all mandatory in the report. Also using appropriate visuals, optimizing DAX calculations, and enable query. Okay, so you can use a proper DAX functions as well to customize the data and to customize your report as well. Now, this is our first question, and the second is explain the importance of relationships in Power BI. So as you can see, relationship is one of the most important topic in the Power BI and they just want you to explain it. Okay, and guys, make sure in the interview, please listen to the question very carefully and you need to be very justifiable with the answer. Don't say the answer for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or even for 5 minutes. You are just keep on saying. No, If they want a short and crisp answer, just complete it within a minute, because if you will gonna be say again and again the same thing, it will make it complicated for you and for the interviewer as well. The interviewer will be, or the process of a complete interview will be more complicated. So it's a pro tip for each and everyone out there: be short and crisp in your interview, especially for giving the answers for the Power BI. Now, this is the second question: explain the importance of relationships in Power BI. So when it comes to relationships, guys, relationships define how tables in a data model are related. They are crucial for creating meaningful visuals and enabling features like slicers and cross-filtering. So as you know, when it comes to relationships can be created only between two or more tables. So you can simply say that relationships are the thing which create between two or more tables for simplifying the report and for customization of the data, and to use the slicers and a cross-filtering sort of features as well. These are the simple two questions which can be asked in the interview. Okay, I have three more questions for you all, so let's check the three more questions as well. Until then, if you want to take a screenshot of these two questions, you can take. I'm giving you 2-3 seconds. Here is the third question which can be asked in the interview, which is, how do you handle complex time intelligence calculations? See the question very carefully. They are talking about handling the complex time intelligence calculations in DEX for irregular and non-standard fiscal calendars. Okay, so they want to get a knowledge from you regarding DAX and time intelligence functions. Okay, so you can answer in such a way, which is, handling complex fiscal calendars involve using DAX functions like, this is important, total YTD. Okay, then we have sales period last year, and more custom calculations DAX functions for irregular and for the variations as well. So in these questions, you need to explain about time intelligence, and 4 to 5 questions, or we can say 4 to 5 DAX functions as well, which can be total YTD, sales period last year. So just answer the question in such a way so that it will be only revolve around DAX, but also DAX precise to the time intelligence functions. Okay, very important. In the same way, they can ask about statistical function, trigonometric functions, iterative functions, and the aggregation functions as well. Okay, so this was a third question for all of you. Now the fourth question: what is data model in Power BI? Okay, so sometimes they can check a concept of yours is clear or not. So they can ask about relationships, they can ask about data modeling, and some other topics as well, which is available in the Power BI, like how we can do predictions and forecastings in Power BI, how many more components we have in Power BI, what is Power Query Editor, what is Power BI Service, what is Power BI Desktop. So their questions can be revolved around anything. Okay, so the fourth question is, what is a data model in Power BI? And you can answer like, a data model is a collection of tables and relationships that enable data analysis in Power BI. You can see that it is a crisp answer of 10 seconds. Simple. Okay, so you don't need to stretch your answers. You just need to be very crisp and very clear that what data modeling is. Data model is a collection of tables and relationships that helps data analysis in the Power BI. Okay, now the fifth question is, explain the difference between calculated columns and measures. Most important. We are, checking the difference between calculated columns and measures in here. They can also ask about what are measures and quick measures. Okay, what are different type of queries, what are different type of joins, how we can implement the same in Power BI with the real, time example. Also, what is the difference between count and count distinct? So some of the questions only I am saying in the videos. So please make sure that you make a note of it and find out the answer of the same. Okay. So when it comes to explain the difference between calculated columns and measures, you can see calculated columns are computed at the data model level. Okay, so it already said that we need to use calculated columns and measures in a data model level, while measures are calculated on the fly in the visualizations. Okay, so calculated columns will be in the data model level, measures will be in the calculated on a fly in visuals. So if you are aware about calculated columns and measures, columns are, you know, something which can be visible in the table, which can be visible in the data. Okay, but measures are something that which can be, you know, not visible, they are transparent and they can just calculate it on the fly. Okay, and we can see their only outputs in the format of numbers in the visual itself. Okay, so you remember there was one question that how we can optimize the report. We can optimize the Power BI report using the measures as well, because measures don't consume space in the Power BI report. Okay, so guys, these are the 5 interesting questions for you all, and I have set 10 more questions in the entire video. So make sure that you prepare for, you know, well for the Power BI interview. If you want to take a screenshot of it, you can take it, guys. Okay. So see, there is also a few more pro tips for you all, that you need to be crisp, you need to be clear, your concept needs to be perfect. You need to have a very good basic knowledge of the Power BI. They will not directly ask you a advanced level of questions. They will start from level 1, level 2, level 5, level 7 and level 10. Okay, so they will start from basic. So make sure that your basic concept needs to be cleared when it comes to a Power BI module or a Power BI interview questions as well. Okay, so for sure guys, I will come up with more videos like this where I'll talk about a Power BI interview questions, SQL interview questions, Tableau interview questions and a lot more. So if you want to keep on watching the videos, keep on learning, then do subscribe the channel, do like, do comment if you feel like that's something I can add on. And also guys, if you want to be a Power BI expert or a Power BI consultant, then make sure that, and if you want to learn Power BI from scratch, then you can join my workshop. You can check out the link in the description. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Until then, you can take a revision again from the interview questions. Bye bye guys, have fun, please take care.